Hello everyone, this is Martin. Welcome back to another weekly video. We're going to be taking a look at trading opportunities for the week of November 20th to the 24th. Okay, and we're going to be looking at the major charts in just a moment. So for this week, the theme is, well, the markets are mixed. And what does that mean? The markets are mixed because and when I talk about the markets, I normally talk about the major currency pairs. So the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar are very weak right now. The euro is, had a pretty good, it ended up last week up. So euro is up, the New Zealand and Australian dollar is down. The Canadian dollar is sideways. The U.S. currency, the U.S. and the Swiss franc are down. So there's no real correlation at the moment. Things are still sideways in many cases, and it requires a lot of patience, especially looking at the long-term charts. And long-term means that you're waiting for a good setup. You're only looking at the daily charts in this case, and that's what our video is all about. So you're looking for opportunities. They don't happen every single day. You might have to wait a couple of days for something to happen, but again, patience is the order of the day. Okay? Okay, really quickly, here's the risk disclaimer before we get to the charts. And the most important thing is right here, view this video at your own risk. Okay, now this video I present is for educational purposes. I am giving you some specific ideas, but I'm not telling anyone that you absolutely have to do that. You always have to use your own judgment, always trade with risk management in place. So again, view this video at your own risk. And finally, and this is really important, this video is made before the markets open on Sunday, Monday. And My opinion may change at any time due to different market conditions. So as the week goes on, things may change dramatically in the markets, and so some of the setups or the ideas I'm giving you may not be valid. Okay, so just keep that in mind that my opinions are formed before the markets open, but quite often they're very, very good ideas. For instance, last week you could have made over 300 pips following my video. So, end of that, and let's get right to the charts. Okay, here everybody, we have the Euro USD. You can see last week, this is the price action. This is what happened here with this small little white doji candle. This is Sunday, Monday. This is Tuesday, a very, very big up day. Then Wednesday, we had a pin bar reversal off of resistance. Thursday, right here. And the price is now stuck right there at the 50 moving average. Okay, and you can take a look at this little candle. So basically, we're trending higher, but caution, extreme caution, because price may come down first to test the 8 EMA. This is the 8 EMA, and then you can possibly watch for a bounce higher. But the thing is, it did break this long-term channel. You can see I've got a trend line, upper trend line, bottom trend line. Finally, price did break on Tuesday above the break through the trend line here, and it's kind of sitting right here. So just caution, if you believe price is going to go higher, then you could look at buys above 118.24. I don't really have any recommendations for the downside, but I think price may go higher. But that's my recommendation. If you're looking at buy trades above 118.24, again caution. Okay, next one we move to the British Pound USD. Now with this one, price was trending up. Over here you can see this is the this is 2 weeks ago. We had the big drop right here with this big black bearish candle because of the interest rate hike by the Bank of England. Then price pulled back, you can see, and now it's starting to climb higher. So again, this one's a bit bullish, but again, caution. Price has now reached the 50 here and the and the resistance area in the gray rectangle. So if you believe price is going to go higher, you could look at, and again, patience, have the patience for price to close higher up here. Price has to close higher above this previous swing high right there for it to resume another uptrend. Okay, so above 133.33, that's the area I'm looking at. Again, I don't have any recommendation to the downside. Okay, now Australian dollar, US dollar, as I mentioned in my opening little thing, last week you can see it just really lost steam. And let me just move this over for a second. Okay, this is what happened right here last week. So if you ever want to see what happened with a quick glance, just look at the red vertical line, and these are the price bars for the price action as of all of last week. Okay, but you can see basically down, 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 down. We've now hit an area of major support. Okay, and so anything can happen here. It could still bounce now off here because it's come down quite a bit. So it could go higher in the short term. If we believe price is going to go higher, then look at buys above 0.7612. If you believe price is going to go lower, then below 0.7534. Now, that's the Australian USD, and I'm going to jump really quickly to the New Zealand. Same thing, exactly the same thing you can see right here. Last week, just down, almost each daily candle was bearish. And so again, it's sitting at an area of previous support. You can see that right here. Okay, this is previous support, and it's tested this area of support. So if price breaks lower, look at possibly a sell trade below 0.67776. If you believe price is going to go higher, okay, then you could be looking at buys above 0.6856. Okay, so that's that. And let's take that off. Let's get to the next chart. I'm going to now jump back to to gold here, because gold is often correlated with the Australian currency. Now, notice on Friday we had a huge bullish candle on Friday. This is Friday's candle, and so gold um, went up quite a ways. A bit of caution again. You see, here's the area of resistance. Take a look at the previous swing high right there. So gold certainly can go higher, and then it may possibly bounce down again. So if gold is increasing in value, I mean it's getting stronger. Then let's go back to the Australian dollar for a second. Okay, and you can see the Australian dollar it went the opposite way, so it did not correlate with gold. Generally, if gold is strong and rising in value, then so will the Australian versus the USSD. That'll follow suit. But in this case, it went the opposite way. Okay, so now we move to the US CAD. Now you can see this kind of a tight range, very small candles. I mean, look at the previous candles here, okay? So you can take a look. The candles are generally much bigger. The daily range was much greater. Here we have really tiny candles, and the last 3 days of last week basically just went sideways. Another way to tell a sideways market, take a look down below at your MACD, okay? When you see the blue line, which is the MACD line, almost on top of the red line, okay, right at zero or close to zero, that is a great indication of a sideways market. And again, these candles will be very tiny as well, just going horizontal, not increasing or decreasing in size, okay? So that is the MACD sideways. And again, if you believe price is going to go higher, then you want to look at buys above 127.83. If you believe price is going to go lower, then you want to look at sells below 126.48. Okay, now we move to gold because gold often is correlated with the Canadian dollar, right? Okay, so let's take a look and let's get to the next chart, which is oil. Here we have oil. You can see on Friday, oil went up. Friday was a nice blockbuster day for oil. It went up quite a ways. It can still go up further to again retest the previous highs right here. Here's the previous highs. So price the week before had a problem breaking this area of resistance, okay? And I assume that we're going to have another try here. So price may bounce back. We may have some sideways candles or some small candles like this. You can see here the dojis, the little pin bars. But again, so watch for this area, and you could look at buys above this resistance zone here, or just wait for a pullback. Okay, so that is the oil, and now we move to the U.S. Swiss franc. Now, on Friday we had a huge down day. So basically, though, all last week it was a down week. You can see price started here the previous week up here. Again, it had a problem breaking this resistance area. You can see that. How many times did the price try to go higher but fail to break the high? Okay, so see this candle right here, this big white candle? That is the mark. If price is ever going to go higher, it's got to break this area right here, break above this area. But last week, price went down. This is a pullback. Okay, that's a pullback. And on Thursday, attempted to go up again. On Friday, we had another down day. So I think in the short term, price is actually going to come down. And if we believe price is going to come down lower, look for sells below 0.9867. And again, on the opposite side, if you think price from here is going to bounce off support and go higher, you want to break, obviously, this white I'm sorry, this black bearish candle. That's right now. This area right there is now resistance, and so you want to take a buy above 0.9943. Okay, so let's take that off. Let's move to the next chart, and after that is USJP, JPY. Same thing, big black bearish candle on Friday. We've now gotten even broken below the 50. Here's the 89, and here's resistance. So I believe in a short term, price is going to come down. And take a look at your immediate left. This is the immediate swing low. You can see that right here. Here is another right there. That's another swing low area right there. And again, I believe price is going to come here. This is the 200. 200 acts as a major barrier of support along with this, the gray rectangle. So from here, I believe price is going to bounce higher. Okay. And, price could just basically go sideways. So from here, if you believe price is going to go lower, then you look for sells below 111.33. Higher, price is going to come all the way up and above this gray rectangle. Look at buys above 113.23. Okay, so that takes care of the US JPY. Now here's the Euro British Pound. What can we say about that? Here, we basically want to wait for more evidence. Prices kind of, you can see last week with this pin bar doji right here, it buyers brought it up to this resistance area. Sellers brought it right down. Sellers are in control. And again, we have another doji here. So really sideways action, not much happening. The only thing I can say is wait for more evidence. So with this pair, you really want to wait for more evidence. And if you think price is going to go higher, look at buys above 0.8953. Okay. Now we get to Euro JPY. This one, again, it's kind of in, it broke below the 50 here. Again, you can see in the past, take a look at this area here. Previous swing low, previous swing low, swing low. For a long time since, take a look below, since about the middle of September, prices failed to come or break below this support zone here in the gray rectangle. So again, I believe price is going to come down lower and then possibly just come back again. So it's in the, you can see here, let me just take that off. This is a huge sideways channel. Okay, you see that right there? Okay. that's a channel. So sideways trading, okay? And what can we expect? Possibly up again, okay? If we believe price is going to go higher, you have to have the patience. That's what the theme of this video is. Patience to wait for price to come above 133.15. Or on the downside, if price actually breaks below here, which would be very, very interesting, then you're looking for sells below 130.76. Okay, let's take that off. Let's move to the next chart. Euro Audi. Now look at this pair. The euro really strong against the Audi. Well, you already know the Audi was very weak, one of the weakest currencies last week. But again, we've now hit a major resistance. This is long-term resistance in this gray rectangle. So if you believe price is going to go higher, then look at buys above 156.52. Lower, then you could look at, I've got a really tight lower threshold here. So you could look at possible sell trades below 155.40. We are in a bearish, we are in a bullish market. However, price went up so far, so quickly. Watch for a bounce off this area, maybe some sideways movement, and then possibly a breakthrough again. So, okay, so that's that. And now we get to the last pair. This is the British Pound JPY, and again, you can see here overall, we made a big high here. This is a daily chart, okay? So this is last week. So this is going back again, middle of September. So it made the high come right back down. It again, you see right here, this is a lower high. Once price comes back down, this is now a lower high to this high. And again, price is, it looks like it's going to come down. Um, so again, price may come back to this area. Here is the previous swing low. So price may want to come and retest this area. This is the a major support area right here and an 89 moving average. So it could come down a little bit lower and bounce higher again. Take a look at the MACD. Trading is really flat. Again, when the blue MACD line is almost on top of the red signal line, okay, let me take that off. Okay, you can see that clearly, and it's right at the zero. This is the zero level right there. It's flat. It's just flat. So you have to wait for more evidence. Again, the theme is have the patience to wait when markets aren't moving as well as they should be. So again, if you think price is going to go higher, then you look at buys above 149.31 or lower. You could possibly look at sell trades below 147.86. Okay, and that is that. And in closing, that finishes our video for this week. Happy trading, everyone. If you need more information on my courses or you want some help and you want to know what I'm doing, contact me. My name is Martin. It's send me an email to mskyj007 at gmail.com. Happy trading. Take care. Bye for now.